All right. I'm going to hope that this is working. It has been a while. Oh my god, that sounded horrendous. All right. I don't know what number episode we're on. There's a lot that needs to be gone through and discussed. The first thing of that is you might not ever see this video. If you see this video, this means that things went well. That is the best way that I could put it. It's been 2 weeks since I streamed. A lot has happened since then. Thanksgiving break happened. I got sick, so that's why I sound like crap. And from what I remember, I panicked the last time around here because we're no longer in first place. We're in second place with the fans. I panicked because I realized, oh crap, ECW is probably going to get that last Hall of Fame trophy before us. That really bothered the hell out of me. Now, to be honest, my original plan for ending this series was going to be season 5. So it was a nice fitting ending, but this is kind of like in modern programming nowadays where there's a bit of a cliffhanger ending, but the show gets canceled anyways, and the fans petition and want the damn show back. This is that. So this is going to be filmed, may be uploaded, may not be uploaded. The vibes, it's raining right now, filming it at a different time than normal, but I got free time, and I'm like, what the heck, let's go ahead and try to do it. Also, the roster is a lot shorter this time around because everything, obviously, season after season after season, the prices freaking go up. So, long story short, I panicked last episode. That's how you ended up with a 2-hour episode. I panicked so much that, like, the last, like, month or so, I didn't even, like, write all that stuff down, you know. I had to, like, go back and write it all down. So, if you see this, this means that things went well. And we're trying to get in this Hall of Fame. So, the start of Season 6, our 126th episode, is about to be booked right now. I'm sorry if I sniffle or cough. Because like I just said, I got done from being sick. But, looking at our roster, my plan for our rivalries are Braun Breaker versus Solo Sikoa, Kurt Angle versus Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles versus Carl Anderson, Io Sky potentially versus Dakota Kai. I know they both are faces at the moment, but I think logistically that makes the most sense because Asuka will be feuding with Ooh. Let's take this through. I think Tegan and Rhea makes the most sense. Heel, face, fighter, bruiser. I already wrote down this week's episode, so I'm not changing it. So, Asuka might end up feuding with Io. Asuka might feud, because we need to turn Dakota, Io, or Michin heel. And potentially split them off in doing that. Granted, I was also trying to save money. And then I was like, screw it. I want to get this submission match thing done. So that is why there are 3 submission matches this week. To be fair, 3 special guest referee matches. I probably time out. We'll try to do this next week. 15 title matches. That's a long way for 15 shows. But it is doable. Is it doable? It's somewhat doable. This takes a while. This, use 3 power cards here in 1 week. Is Y'all know that we always do an ad promos and whatnot. So, we're here for this first episode, the reboot episode. Reboot Nitro, April 10th, 2000. I don't even know what today's day is, so I can't even say the date. But we're going to crown a women's champion. I'm a little bit scared about crowning so many champions because I know that once we get to that first pay-per-view, that veto card comes where the champions are vetoed, which is just always hilarious. And I eventually caught on to it, and we'll wait to see if it. I do not think that last time around, if it happened last time around, we legitimately only had like 1 champion. But that was so long ago that I don't remember. So here's this first episode. I'm excited for this main event. But I know, in real life, if this match happened, it would do great. but in the world of WWE 2K24, probably not. So I will also say this. I'm trying to think about what our next series may be if one happens. As EO, okay, that hurts. Reclaims her women's championship. That's probably because it was face versus face. What our next series may or may not be. I have UFC 5. I potentially would be interested in doing a UFC 5 career mode. I just don't know what all it entails. At some point, I will do a UFC 5 career mode. I just don't know if it'll be filmed or not. So, and I was kind of waiting until this is all figured out and done before I even started it. I just heard a somewhat loud noise. Okay. The match I thought was going to do bad did the best, so I'll take it. And I'm glad that it made Lashley and Angle the rivalry out of that. Bro, look at this stuff. This is what's beating us. NBA 2K25 I've had for a while. And to be honest, I don't even know what team I could potentially use for a franchise series. I will go ahead and say that on the record I won't. Because I had several ideas. Some that came to mind. One involved using the Miami Heat, and one involved using the Los Angeles Clippers. And I saw that several other people started using the Miami Heat and Clippers, so I kind of was like, I'm not even going that route. The Brooklyn Nets is an option. If the Sixers completely spiral out, I was going to do a series where I just trade everybody on the Sixers. So I have several options for an NBA series, to be fair. But the one team I wouldn't use is the Grizzlies because that's the team that we used last year. I've also thought of a route of doing a fantasy league, which may or may not happen still. I'm still, we got time to figure it out, So we'll see if and when any of that happens. So I didn't even look at the money. I did look at the fans, but I've completely blanked. I think I know what this week's main event's going to be. Have at least one TLC match this week. Okay. We also got $206,000. So, our main event's going to be AJ and Bobby in a special referee match. With Kurt Angle being the special ref. We're going to have these two in a special ref match. With Asuka being the special ref. Just so I could get this challenge done right off the rip, doing 3 special ref matches. I know this is insane, but just to get this challenge done now, Braun Breaker and Solo Sikoa with a bro, that would be hilarious. This is for the world title. I forgot we don't even have a world champion yet. For the U.S. title in a tables match. And Carl Anderson's going to cut an ad promo. I know this is the worst time to do an ad promo after we just turned him heel. And I know that, realistically speaking, I should sign some people. But, again, I'm trying to save money up. So we have book 5 shows using all match rules. I think you have to use different matches. I think I just realized that. Oh, well. Because last week was it was 3 submission matches and Extreme Rules. So I need to check before we just do all these freaking special ref matches. So book 3 special ref matches. This should be fine, dandy, done. We got a title match this week. No, we could do this as a submission match, but do I want to? Screw it. You only live once. We also don't have a TLC match. Granted, I'm not that concerned with that. Hire 5 superstars. Deadass, we could just hire some bums. And then we'd have like 2 of these done. Book 10 submission matches. This is the difficult one. This, I just, you can't hire all those people and then buy all these power cards. So that's kind of the difficult part there. Book 5 shows. And then this one, we kind of screwed up last week and would be doing it this week. So we could have 1, 2, 3, kind of 4 of these done before ECW might make the Hall of Fame. Now, when I look over here, because I could just hire these 4 on 1-week contracts and then do a search, if I was like that desperate, which granted, we kind of are. And then you look over here, I don't want to be using power cards just to be using them, to be fair. But I'm all right with this booking. So, EO, I'm actually going to swap the placement of it, though. Because I think this would probably be a better opening match. And so, if we could have a women's title match at the pay-per-view, it'll be a 4-way. Maybe a triple threat. I don't know. Maybe Mia Yim gets back involved in this. We got several directions we could go. That's the good thing with this. Braun Breaker for Solo Sikoa. So, I keep hearing a lot back. I think somebody just shut a door, though. So that one I'm not that concerned with. U.S. title. I also want it to be known that I don't know if it was the last episode, but I was talking about Solo Sikoa and how I bought a Solo Sikoa Elite figure and the leg fell off. Still haven't fixed it. It's standing up now. It's like it stands up now, but I know that the moment I touch it is when the issue will arise. I should have hired 2 bums to do ad promos and make money back. I don't know if I would have hired them for cheap and then did an ad promo. I probably would have barely made any money, but I probably should have did that. As we do have a new U.S. champion. Shout out Solo. I love you, Solo! I got to be very limited with my impersonations as well, because that is when I start talking a lot or trying to do impersonations, that's what screws my voice over. As we're actually getting good ratings. I'm appreciating that. As they are just passing around the special referee shirt. Special ref, Asuka. It is crazy because Bobby Lashley is real. I must say something extremely disrespectful, but he's been in the news because he just recently went to AEW, and all 3 of these guys involved are obviously been in WWE, but they're also all in TNA. And so I've been thinking about Lashley's TNA run a lot, and it's weird. Because 2014 TNA is a good era, but nobody talks about it because it is literally their last year on Spike, and everybody hated how 2013 ended and whatnot. But what I'm trying to get at is in 2013, AJ left, Sting left the very beginning of 2014, but I'm gonna say 2013, and Hogan left, and they in NBA terms cleared up cap space inside the American Wolves, and Bobby Lashley. And Lashley had a good run. This is still going on. This is what's beating us in the rivalries. This plain ass normal match rivalry with these 2 people. Come on. But if you ever need to watch some good episodes of Impact. There's like a 3-month stretch where they're at the Hammerstein Ballroom. There's a Destination X. That Destination X episode is extremely good. It has the Wolves versus the Hardys. It has Austin Aries versus Bobby Lashley. There's a episode that has Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Roode versus Bobby Lashley. And then they have, like, I don't know where their, like, last tapings was on Spike TV. But they had Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Roode again. And this one, Bobby Roode won the world title from Lashley, which sometimes feels forgotten. Okay. Have at least one steel cage match this week. So our main event this week is going to be Kurt versus Lashley in a submission match. Our opening contest is going to be Rhea, and she wanted Michin, correct? Or Tegan? Yes. Michin. Which I don't know. Timeout. Who the hell is the ref? The referee is Tegan Knox. I'm not that against that, turning that into a rivalry. Do I put them in the cage or somebody else in the cage match? Dakota needs a rest, so we're not going to have Dakota compete this week. I think for the sake of health, that these two in the cage would make the most sense. So we have a submission match going on. We can do these two. This is the planned rivalry that I had. Who is left here? Michin and Rhea, Extreme Rules. Boom. And then an ad promo from our women. Actually, we'll have, who has the highest promo here? They're all threes. We'll have Io do a charity promo, and Asuka and Tegan do ad promos. All right. So like I said, if we'd be at 8. We could do this. I just don't really want to go down the route of just hiring random ass people for the sake of it. If there was like legitimately use 3 power cards in 1 week 3 times. If there is another one to where I could just easily get this Hall of Fame trophy, I would just hire these random bums for the sake of it. But because I'm trying to put out a good product, that's why I'm waiting it out. This is the one that bothers me. What are the power cards this week? We don't even have like a contract we could extend. For the sake of it, and because we have money, so we just used 2. What is 1? I'll hold off on using the fixed match power card. Oh my god, my eye started watering out of nowhere. I actually like this episode. This should be a good episode. Rematch for the U.S. title. I will admit, this pay-per-view, though, I don't really know what to expect. U.S. title. Steel cage. Extreme Rules match between Rhea Ripley and MyGM. Tables match between AJ Styles and Carl Anderson. And Bobby Lashley versus Kurt Angle in a submission match. Now, so I did that, yes. If I get this, which to be fair, we don't have anybody injured, so we kind of screw ourselves there. Angle versus Lashley submission. We're about to do this. We couldn't have been. Because if I do this, then we wouldn't have been able to do all the submission matches that we've done. So we're about to be at 5 here. This takes too long. This one takes... It depends, but it kind of takes too long. This one, I screwed myself over those first 2 weeks by not getting the power cards there, because then we could have had this one done. Granted, we could get this done in the next 2 weeks if we spend money on the other power cards, which we might do, you know. That's a good thing. This one, again, takes time, which I think that we have ad promos this week. If this was real life, we would have already been halfway done with this, because we got some good matches going on. Then this one, we'll see what happens. So, here we go. I actually like this week's episode. I've liked all the episodes thus far, but I feel that this is kind of the strongest one, because rivalries have been set, and we've doing different stipulations, as we do have a new champion. Rivalry complete already. That is insane. That is insane. This is a 2-week rivalry. I don't like that. They may or may not compete against each other again at the pay-per-view. I need to see if they're going to say it's stale or whatnot. But as we just had 2 3-star matches.
1, 2, ring the bell.
Okay, that one hurt.
1, 2, that's 3, ring it.
As Kurt Angle gets another one. Bobby Lashley will get very mad at us because he has not won a match yet. Kofi, bro. Due to high demand, power cards that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I will... Solo's probably not that banged up, so we'll just have him on Rhea. See, Bobby Lashley's happy. I said he's going to be upset. He seems happy. Okay, schedule a run-in on your most popular available star. Book 5 shows using all match rules. I don't know what this means, because I just... book 5 shows using all match rules. What the hell does that mean? Oh my god, now I know what it means. Are we talking about a one-on-one match, a tag match, a triple threat, and a 4-way? That's difficult. I mean, we don't even have the roster space for all that. Because that would be 4, 8, 10, 13 different people. So we wouldn't be able to do the ad promos. So that one ain't getting done. But I do like the money. The money's building up. Hire 5 superstars. Submission match. We need another title match. Resolve 5. You know, deadass. That is a good thing that happened right there. 10 shows of the ad promo. This, I thought, was the same price. It kind of seems like the same price as normal. So I'm trying to think smart about this. Because I'm not that against you buying this. Because I feel like this is the same price. See, this, again, we're back-to-back weeks where we can't this doesn't benefit us because we don't have anybody to use a contract on. I also don't know what to do for this week's episode quite yet. Dakota and Io in a match. I just don't know what type of match. I think we might just do all submission matches this week and then do 2 more and then boom, we're done there. No. We don't have to do 1 more. So that's a good thing. Even though that's not really the most, like... Also just realized the pay-per-view is the next episode, which is good and bad. Good, because we got a lot of good things going on. Bad, because stamina-wise. And also, I did not know that I guess Rhea's stamina went up because she went to visit that person. So, that being said, though, we're having Hoodoo and ad promo. Michin. Because she's feeling Rhea. I'm willing to have Io do an ad promo. And then Dakota do an ad promo. And then Asuka and Tegan in a tables match. I know this is extremely weird, but our women's division is kind of... This is the SmackDown 6 of the women's division because they kind of are all tied together and like... Tegan's tied with Rhea. Tegan's tied with... I'm talking about in real life, by the way. MyGM is kind of tied with all of them. Asuka, obviously tag partners with Io and Dakota and Damage Control. You know, we're just interchanging all of them. I actually extremely like that and can respect that. Rivalry-wise, though, does not really benefit anybody. Now, these two, backstage brawl. I'm going to buy this and use it on Kurt. And then main event. I'm just going to hope that this does not say stale. Okay, it's on cooldown. So I'm willing to do this match again, non-title. In an Iron Man match? Oh, hell no, that injury chance is too high. Last man standing. And we'll see what happens there. And then these two, once again. And then AJ's. We're doing a table. Eeny, meeny, money. We'll do... Because we did them in a tables match last week. AJ is the... I'm worried about AJ here. Granted, also not really worried about match type anymore. So I'm going to take the chance and do a normal match with these two. Now, at the pay-per-view, we should do... Kurt Lashley for the world title. Women's division, anything. And then after that, I don't necessarily know yet. We probably need to start hiring people then to start building off and whatnot. So Kurt and Lashley. Backstage brawl to kick off the show. They couldn't wait till Backlash. Asuka Tegan. And I also realized that I don't have to do these stip matches, but I'm doing it regardless. AJ versus Carl Anderson in a normal match. And then this is the one that I'm worried about a little bit. Because the title's not on the line, at least. But this feud was supposed to last until the pay-per-view. I'll also say this. I need to do one thing. 2 things real quick. Thing 1. Look at the chat. Okay. The last couple times that I have streamed, I have not looked at the chat whatsoever, and there's been messages, so that is why I wanted to do that. Thing 2, I'm not going to mention, but you can... take into account how you want to. Bobby Lashley expects to make an appearance at the Next PLE. Schedule a run-in on your most popular available star. Who is that exactly? That's Braun Breaker. As I just did fart. I don't know if the camera picked it up, and I kind of hope that it did, because I have been holding it in. I'm willing to take the risk on not. Also, glad that I looked, because I did not use these other... I've only used one power card. So the issue here is that I normally like to save this one, but I think it benefits us to use this one right now. Now, the issue with that is that I probably need to spend money on one of these two. So, this is definitely being used a lot earlier than I like. But we're also about to be at a pay-per-view. Especially for Rio. If we didn't have Rio doing that, you know. And then, raise the popularity of the Superstar with the lowest popularity by 5. So, looking at morales, no one's is extremely low. And I think this will actually help Tegan Knox a little bit. I thought that was a lot more than 5. I thought that was by plus 15. But it somewhat needed to be done. So, we've now done that. So, I don't think, because it's pay-per-view week, we probably won't be doing that during the week of the pay-per-view. But we will see. As Kurt Angle wins again. Lashley, again, still is not going to win. Okay, I kind of expected. I can't say I expected worse because it's AJ Styles, but that could have been worse. This is the one I'm worried about. As Solo gets a win. Okay, I'll take that. Bro, Chelsea Green did so well when she was in WCW here. I know y'all wanted to... Thank God. Okay, I didn't want to say it. Thank God. Y'all get this episode uploaded. I'm so happy. Yes. I didn't want to say it and jinx it. But I was looking at the career revenue. So that's why I was so adamant about doing those ad promos. Yes. I'm so happy that we made the Hall of Fame first, because that was the whole... Look, this is so weird. It's so weird. Because, like, the ultimate goal is to get in the Hall of Fame first. But you're in this every week battle where you're supposed to be in first place. So it's like two different goals. Where we got the ultimate goal, it's very much like in football. If you're a player, hey, I want to win MVP, but the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. This is our Super Bowl. But we didn't get the MVP award yet. We still could get the... It's like having the awards after. But I'm so happy. Yes. But like I said, I was looking. That's why I was like, we got to check two things. And I was like, damn, that's close. I wonder if I do these ad promos, would it do it? And it did it. So we got in the Hall of Fame first. Y'all getting this episode uploaded. Y'all, I ain't got my camera on, but I got 2 thumbs up right now. Yes. Should have took the damn screenshot. I forgot to take the screenshot. But I will take that. I'll take that as well. This one hurts, though. This one hurts. But we only have... To be honest, I love Io. I'm a little bit hurt that she's not going to be on the show. Braun Breaker, we didn't really have anything for her. But I will take that. Hey, something's come up and I can't... Alright, I thought that said somebody else. Oh, no. To be fair, he was just in a backstage brawl. There's several routes we can go with this. I think route 1 This is what hurts. Oh my God, this is the week that all the damn cards went up. Granted, we ain't got to really worry about. We in the Hall of Fame. That is what I wanted the most. So we ain't got to be stressing about. We could do these whenever the hell we need to. I'm happy. I'm taking a sip of Baja Blast right now. So we can wait this out. We're just building up now, building up our resume. So, I said we need to hire people. I just hate spending money, going here and then not having anybody here. That's my worry. We're not going. We very rarely have went the immortal route because that costs a little bit too much. So we're gonna do a legend search and then an icons search. Whoever pops up, pops up. I really wanted Umaga last season. We might, deadass, get Umaga, pair him with Solo. Ooh, they can run the tag division. Please have somebody. Look, I'm more than likely I'm signing Umaga. I'll say that. I need one more decent person. Butch, kind of always Mr. Reliable. We just don't really have anything for. So Umaga, though, is coming on the roster, though. Timeout. It's one of those times where we need the little. It is what it is, but Umaga, I'm definitely willing to sign. Him and Solo's going to run this tag division. Yokozuna, we'll pass on. Butch, we'll skip out on. So. Oh, Kurt's going to get. We could book Kurt in a match. He's just going to be so pissed with us. He's going to be so pissed with us. And he's always did right by us. Oh, he's going to be so pissed. But I'm still going to do Kurt and Bobby in the Hell in the Cell. And Bobby, if Bobby does not win this, this might be the time we do the fix. I think I love Kurt. He has been, if we had to pick one person to go in our Hall of Fame for WCW, it would have to be Kurt because he's been here for almost every season except for one. Multiple-time World Champion, multiple-time U.S. Champion. I feel bad doing wrong by him, but I might do a fixed match, have Lashley win, and then trade Kurt or cut Kurt to build up and get more money. Because the main thing I wanted to do with Kurt is this Lashley rivalry. Granted, it is hilarious that Lashley's only won, hypothetically, one of these matches, but I do think that this kind of makes the most sense. Now, up here would make a lot of sense to do Mia and Rhea Ripley, especially while Rhea is healthy. In a steel cage. I'm willing to do this in an ambulance. See, here's the thing. This makes sense and would be a good ambulance match. It just doesn't. And it's cheap. I'm willing to do it. I wish it gave you a fan boost, but it gives a popularity boost. Because they only hired one extra talent, by the way. They're like, oh, we hired several talents for you. Screw you. You know what we're doing? That's hilarious that you can't. I was going to fire her. I definitely don't plan on booking her in a match. Now, over here, we need AJ and Carl in one more match. Dakota. See, here's the thing. It doesn't really make any sense for Dakota to be facing any of these people. So that's what kind of screws us there. Now, it also doesn't help. Well, we're going to hire Headbanger Thrasher on this contract so he could face Umaga in Umaga's debut match. Because Thrasher is a bruiser. Umaga is a fighter, correct? He is. I know there's a lot of money to be spending on freaking Headbanger Thrasher. Then we only got... Okay, we're going to have to rethink. I wanted to do a charity promo, but we're probably just going to do an ad promo. This needs a stipulation. this, I think, needs a stipulation more. So where are we going to make this money? Around $15,000 up. Or are we making this 15,000 up? Because one of these matches needs to change. And that doesn't save all of our money. This makes a lot of sense to... You know what? I think because this rivalry has been building, that this might not necessarily need a stip. So I think that's kind of what we need to do there. Episode 130. Backlash. I also forgot. So here's also this is what sucks. Is that we would be we can start building up our power cards and like I said, get that last one when we need to, but we need this one because we desperately need Lashley to be our world champ. Alright. Rhea Ripley versus... I'm writing full names down for this. Normally I just write down last names, but this is a big episode. Medium Ambulance. Umaga making his WCW debut against Ted Banger Thrasher, who was also making his WCW debut, but for one night only. AJ Styles versus Carl Anderson. Asuka versus Dakota Kai. I must have Tegan Knox. I thought I put Tegan in this match. And then Lashley versus Kurt Angle for the world title in a Hell in a Cell, their last match. This might end up in the thumbnail. I don't know, because it kind of bothers me that I did not screenshot that Hall of Fame, because that was somewhat needed. But I think we'll go through it in a second. I think the plan here is I'm going to finish the rest of December off with MyGM, and then we'll start the new year with a new series, whether it be something on UFC 5, maybe it's something on NBA 2K25. Maybe I'm just feeling froggy and leaping, do something on both. We're going to finish this month out because I'm so happy that we got this result. This is going to be the last episode of this video. We'll go through the trading stuff, start building up our next episode, and then pick up where things were left off. Because I'm so happy that we made the Hall of Fame first. Because I definitely did not think that was going to be the case, but it did happen. So, hooray. Let's close this episode out strong. I'm trying to think, is there anything else of note here? Not really, so let's go ahead and do it.
1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell.
I'm glad that Rhea won this because she had a lot higher stamina, and it would have been a waste if she got hurt or she had to forcibly be injured.
2, that's it. Ring the bell.
I'm also glad Umaga won this because he's staying on the roster long term. So the main thing that needs to be done is to find tag team opponents for Umaga and Solo, as Carl Anderson picks up a shock victory over AJ Styles. Sassy Molassy. Dakota wins. This is going to be a 5-star match. I'm calling it now. 4.25, or at least it's going to be at least 4.25. 5 stars. 5 stars. So we'll go through this episode. This rivalry's still not done. This has been going on for 2 seasons. I'm like 99% sure this has been going on for 2 seasons. How the hell they haven't got like a stale rivalry or whatnot, I will never understand.
1, 2, that's 3. Let me hear the bell. 1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell.
So I was reading this tweet. The reason I'm paused is I was reading this tweet because I love the Lucha Bros, and like almost every day on Twitter this week has been some drama about them in AEW, but like almost every day has been the same. So I was trying to see if there was anything different, but to be honest, it really wasn't. But I just want to see the Lucha Bros compete. They're one of the top tag teams. And, you know, but it's kind of difficult to talk about it because then it becomes, well, you know, it becomes an unhealthy discussion point. I just want to see the Lucha Bros compete.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell. 1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell. 1, 2, ring it.
That's how we got there at the right freaking time. We got there at the right time. Whew. Okay. We need to trade Kurt Angle. It kind of hurts doing it, but I think logically it makes sense. Now the issue is I don't know for what, especially because look, freaking Kurt. Look at Kurt's value and Bronson Reed's value. I thought Kurt would have a lot more value. I tried to combine their names. That's why I said that's so weird. Bro, if we could. The thing here is Kyrie again costs more than Kurt. And also Kurt's hurt, so I don't know how much of a factor that plays in. I also didn't really want to spend a lot of money because we just find somebody for Solo and Umaga to be feuding with. And like I said, I'd also love to bring back Kyrie Sane. This might not be the right time for that. But Kyrie, and then we would have 4. How many members of the Damage Control? 4. The 4, because it would have Dakota, Io, Asuka, and Kyrie. All right. I'm gonna ask for $300,000 from ECW. I know that he's gonna go ahead and say no, but we'll see what he says. Okay, he's not even that interested. Do 270 because of the injury. Okay, I probably could have got a little bit more, but Kurt Angle going to ECW, which he has been now twice in real life. One time in like 96 for legitimately one day, and then in 2006 for like 2 months. So we're gonna save. So here's also the thing. We got a lot going on now. All right. I'm gonna try to save our money. Unless some like great trade proposal comes here. No, hell no, I don't even want to look at that. Muhammad Ali would be interested to have on the roster, but I love you so low. He needs to stay. And this is the same damn thing, but just with less money, maybe. Bro, she's got too high. She can have 1 week off. She's got too high stamina to be asked for time off. GM interference costs twice as much, but extreme matches are free, but superstars lose more stamina. Steal a power card from an opponent next week. Cannot steal GM or brand power cards. This helps. It just sucks that we used that stamina card a lot earlier than we needed to. So, the main thing that needs to be done, and what we're going to end off this video with, is another talent search. Now, we're going to go a different route because we did the legend search last time. We're going to do 2 icons and then an established star. Actually, we'll go down. We'll do, renowned star, established star, rookies. Okay. Or you get the point. So, The Undertaker. How freaking, why is The Undertaker so cheap? It's The Undertaker. And The Rock. The Rock is here. I'm not going to ignore The Rock. LA Knight, bring him back. Yeah. Brutus Creed. Daddy Dom. Kane Carter. Okay, this last one's kind of a waste of money. Alright, thing here was I don't really have anybody for Solo and Umaga to feud with. LA Knight, more than likely we will be signed. More than likely we'll be signed. We really needed $12,000. We signed it. We fired him. If I didn't have Carl Anderson and AJ feuding, I could turn this. I think. All right. A unification feud with Braun Breaker and Lashley definitely comes to mind. Rhea and Io feuding with Dakota Kai in the middle comes to mind. And then when Mia Yim comes back at the pay-per-view, we could have Mia and Rhea one last time. That way their rivalry is concluded. So we kind of got our 3. Again, we got the SmackDown 6 of women's wrestling right now. And I love that. So essentially what I need to do right now is find temporary rivalries for Umaga and Solo, which Solo's probably going to feud with LA Knight, and we need somebody for Umaga to feud with out of these people. Which actually, we could bring back Brutus, because Brutus Creed did a lot better for us than Julius Creed did. If we could do another talent search next week or in the future, bring in Julius Creed, we'll do the damn Umaga Solo versus the Creed brothers. But I think Brutus Creed and LA Knight will probably be who we sign. We're also not wasting that much money. Damian Priest, kind of comes to mind. We might go to the Damian Priest route because with him, because look, Umaga is a fighter, Solo is a bruiser. So that means that Umaga would be feuding with LA Knight. Because essentially, if we sign we're going to make a change with these, either Brutus Creed or Damian Priest or somebody. That way, a fighter's feuding with a bruiser, heel versus face and whatnot. LA Knight, I'm keeping the same and whatnot. The Rock it's The Rock. And we also kind of need to start worrying about, I'm not going to say Piper Niven would be interesting. to sign, but we don't have any cruisers. Alexa Bliss did not fare the best her last time around here in WCW. Same with Cora Jade. But I'm not that against signing Piper Niven, to be fair. But I also just don't want to like rush and like LA Knight's a certain. Damian Priest is like 75% sure. Brutus Creed is like 50% sure. Piper Niven's kind of like 75%. So the top of the next episode, we'll be making some signings to fill out some roster spots. So rivalry-wise, Unification rivalry with Braun Breaker and Bobby Lashley. Umaga and Solo versus LA Knight / Damian Priest and or Brutus Creed. AJ Styles versus Carl Anderson. When their rivalry is done, they're going to hug it out, be good brothers, too sweet, team together, and feud with Umaga and Solo. Women's division wise, Io, Dakota with Rhea in the middle, and then when Mia Yim is able to come back, then she'll come back and conclude her rivalry with Rhea. Tegan and Asuka kinda intermingling with that as well. So this is a great return episode. I also have no clue what this next episode is going to look like. You know, I've got all this stuff planned out, but who knows? So this is a great return episode. Everything fared a lot better than the last time around. Now, this might be the finale. I don't like saying that. I don't think that it will be, you know, because we enter the Hall of Fame. I got my smile back, you know. I think I got my swagger back. But I think the plan is we're going to finish out December doing MyGM, and then the start of the new year, we'll start a new series. So this will be the last season of this. So I need to go back, get that screenshot of us entering the Hall of Fame, because the moment I was like, oh, I want to get the screenshot, I hit A, and it went away. But I'm glad that we're in the Hall of Fame. I'm glad that y'all been with us on this journey. I'm sorry that last episode was so chaotic. I'm sorry for the delay, but maybe that delay kind of benefited us the most. So hopefully I'll see you all again. I do appreciate y'all all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, because I'm out. Everything went well. Everything went freaking well.